G'day everyone, my name is David Mine. Welcome back to First Time Reefer TV. Now I hope you guys enjoyed that tour around Hamali HQ where they manufacture all of their acrylic products, as well as Tropical Marine, their new retail store that they've opened upstairs there at their factory as well. I can't wait to actually pop back and visit that store once it's open and fully stacked with coral and products on the counter, on the shelves, everywhere. It's going to be very interesting to look back on the video that we just did. But now we continue on to the next store that I popped into, and now it's my homie Lam Doan from Fish Are Friends, one of my favourite stores in Australia, the most incredible collection of LPS that you will ever see, and a very meticulously kept store. Now, unfortunately, Sydney has slipped into a bit more of an extensive lockdown, and where he lives in that council, it's actually locked down. You can't leave that council, and unfortunately his store is outside of that, and he wasn't sure last night whether he was able to pop in and out of the council even though he's caring for livestock. And Lam actually packed his bags and slept inside his shop last night, the poor guy, just so he could make sure all of his coral, all of his fish and all the livestock in his shop is going to be okay. So that's the sort of dedication that Lam has. Now, like I said in my previous video, if you guys can support your LFS, especially the ones that are locked down in Melbourne and New South Wales, and obviously New South Wales, you can't just go buy coral now, and you're probably asking how you can help. I would just purchase a gift voucher from that store, so that shop has got that cash up front to sort of get them through this very difficult period. And once the state opens up again, then you can go and claim your voucher or spend it online or anything. But I reckon a voucher for those guys that don't have an online store is the way to go, so they do have their cash in the product to get in the cash in their pocket to get them through this very difficult phase. And I can only hope that this further lockdown is going to help, especially down here in Melbourne as well as New South Wales, because we can't just keep doing this, guys, especially mentally, financially. It's just not good for anyone. But I hope you guys enjoy this store and this tour around Fish Are Friends in Minto, one of my favourite shops in Australia. And I hope you guys check it out. And if you guys haven't yet, please consider subscribing to this channel, because it goes a long way in helping this channel grow, and it allows me to do some more awesome things, hopefully down the track. But yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Check it out. Today on FTRTV, we are back at Fish Are Friends in Minto. G'day everyone, my name is David Mine. Welcome back to First Time Reefer TV, and we are still gallivanting around Sydney, checking out all the amazing aquariums that are up here. And I am back at my homeboy Lam Doan shop at Fish Are Friends in Minto. Probably one of the most amazing collections of coral in any store that I've seen in a very, very long time. He is the master of hustling some incredible coral, and he's been hoarding quite a lot of stock for Reefstock. So let's turn the camera around now and check out what he's got hidden. It's a bit of a VIP tour with this time. He's basically closed the store because it is late in the day anyway. All the roller shutters are down, all the shop lights are off, and should pop with absolute colour. And something new I've noticed on the door here is the new Delua decal that they've got here, with their partnership basically with Gday running on all of the Delua gear, Pax Bellum, Great White, MRC Reactors, Coral Essentials range. So that looks really, really pretty. But let's go inside now and check out what he has got hoarded. It's incredibly blue, so I am going to put the lens on the camera. So I've got the filter lens now. The boys are running around just doing some final touch-ups of something, just because I'm feeling... Oh, legend. So I'm just going to fix this lens because it is a bit of a reflection. But this is Fish Are Friends. And as you can see, all the store lights are off, and man, look at that beauty. I think we'll come back to that in a second because he's actually just added some more lighting to the tank. But if we turn around and start at this tank here, this is a 3-foot Delua tank, which has had a frag stock running two of the Illumagic blades and Vitaminis. And my golly gum chops, there is a ridiculous amount of scollies in this tank. I don't even know what to say, Lamb. What do you, I mean, man, what on earth? Got this one here, nice gold rim in it. That's quite a large one, a large scolly. That's got a bit of damage on the one side, but that'll recover. But that's one of the biggest scollies I've seen for a very, very long time. This guy here is super plump and nice and chunky and fat. That one's got some pigmentations. This one's got like a nice yellow sort of center striation with orange. A couple of small master grades. And this isn't even all of Lamb's favourite scollies. All of his favourite scollies, he actually hides right up in the top corner. But my flippin' goodness. This is amazing. And this time we've actually turned off a lot of the flow on all the tanks so we can get some really good footage. But man, look at that for a tank. That is ridiculous. And then we got the 4 coral bays, 4 4-footers on the inside as you walk in, just on the left. And this is Hammer Town. Some nice, big, massive, just hammers. And this one here is a frog spawn. That one's gorgeous as well. But just some huge colonies of hammers. Absolutely massive. Nice massive frog spawn, reverse toxic stem there. And the tip with Lamb's shop is actually to have a look in all the nooks and crannies and the crevices, because he likes to hide a lot of stuff. Looking at that one, I think that's just a little baby Wilsoni that looks really beautiful. Some bricks, some acans. Gorgeous gold chalice sitting in the back corner there. This rick here's got a few little nubs on it. But just bright as coral. So many pieces. And then we've got some more pieces up in the top here, some cataphilia. Nice little Bitcoin tang in there. But I'm going to take you guys up top here. Make sure I don't fall down. Let's get up this ladder and get you an epic top down of this tank without falling and dying. But if we have a look, this is the Primo collection. Nice raster torch there, some more acans, some gorgeous scollies. Have a look at that one. Nice yellow ring on the middle there, bit of a bleeding apple pattern. Sounds like a half green, half red. This one is one of my favorites. Got a bit of yellow pigmentation in there, master grade. That one there is also gorgeous. And it's just scolly after scolly after scolly of just incredible caliber. I'm probably blocking out some light there. And you've got this hammer here. That's I think nicknamed Unicorn Poop. Gold, purples, greens, bit of blues in there. That's absolutely stunning. A nice big colony of gold hammer as well. I might be blocking the light a little bit there, I'm sorry. Trying to get in there as best as I can. But this is the Primo collection of stock. A lot of the stuff that is hiding for Reefstock is sitting up in here. So if you guys ever drop in, this top tank as you walk in on the left is the tank to get to. But look how juicy and plump that scolly is there. And just super healthy coral, which is fantastic to see. But that hammer is just something spectacular. And, you know, not the usual case, but this actually looks better in person than it does on camera. So that's definitely a stunning piece. Look at that one. Another bright scolly. But just while I'm up here, standing up here, having a look, we'll just pan around. And that's the big 3.6K up there. A couple more holding tanks. A spectacular tank that is just set up to house a lot of his acans in. So we'll jump down now, make sure I don't die, and let's walk over to that one. So this is the Cade 3.6 that he's got, the Peninsula, run with Orphec lights, and he's actually just added a stack more of the Blue Sky lights, I think it's called. So now you're running a strip. What are the 2 bars called?
That's the Blue Plus.
Blue Plus and a blue sky. And he's got a few more bars still to come for this tank. Well, and he's got the Atlantic V4. So, Atlantic V4s. And if you have a look at the top here, the spread of light is incredible. And you can see with this tank with the flow off, man, it's like off its chops. Look at all the different collections. I mean, this is like definitely Hammer Town over on this side. A-cans all up the top there. Torches. Elegance coral. Look at this elegance here. Nice bright gold greenish tips. And then if we come down this side, look at this for a spectacular Deshi. That is unreal. Nice toxic green one next to it. These two here are gorgeous as well. And all these pieces are coming down to Reefstock as well, which I don't think they're for sale prior, but that one there is beautiful. This one's like a beacon. It's got some very nice patterns. This one here got a bit of a bleed of toxic in amongst the purple, which I think is quite unique. Reverse stem on this side, but just, man, I don't even know what to say, Lamb. This is the second time I've been at your shop, bro, and it's still blowing my mind. If we walk around this side, we've got a couple of trackies that I spotted that were really nice. Bright splotches of yellow and greens and burgundies and reds in that. Another piece here that I think is really nice, just hidden underneath this rack of more spectacular hammers, so it's not seeing as much light as you would, but we have a look at the top down. Unreal. And then if we stand at the peninsula end, looking down the tank, that is the view I have, which is absolutely nuts. And what blows me away is how simple these tanks are run, just with basically a massive skimmer and a little bit of biomedia, nothing fancy, some gorgeous Bernarda pour in there, a bit more of a orangey one in the front section. And a bright orange one in the back there. And then it's just, I don't even know how you can possibly just see all the coral here, but we're going to just keep walking around. And the lights light this up really well. Look at, what on earth, man? That is crazy. So that's definitely something to marvel at when you come down here. And he's got his birds hanging around as well. This is one of the high-end hammer tanks. Just another beautiful garden of bright, toxic green and gold hammers, reverse stem hammers. Really, really happy and healthy and fat and plump, a little bit like me. And if you have a look at this piece here, that's probably one of my favorites. Just, it's unbelievable how bright this is. And this is running a combo of the Illumagic Blaze and the Vitae Mini Strips, but this is actually running the brand new pucks that Illumagic have released, which is the same pucks as I'm using on the Illumagic X4. It's a combination of white blue and blue blue. An increase in the blue spectrum, increase in the UV spectrum. They've taken a lot of the whites out of the pucks, so it's a much more wider band, and I'll put that up in the corner there so you can see much wider band of light spectrum, and allows you to run more power. I think they're 30-watt chips, but it's spectacular, the color rendition you can see in this tank is absolutely popping. I think this has got to be your favorite tank. Yeah. And you know, we all know that Lamb loves his SPS as well, so he's got a couple of token pieces of SPS in the tank there. They look like you just put them in there for the sake of having something in there, bro.
Just for you.
Just for me, I see.
I know you love it.
But that is amazing. And if we, I mean, all the fish tank lights are off now, so we're not going to be able to see any of the fish stock or shelf stock, because coral is what we are here for. Let's walk around to the other side, and I'm going to show off this I just keep saying unbelievable. I've got to find a new word to describe all of this, but look at that. That is a tank full of Micro Musa Lord Hauensis, Acan, however you want to say it. This one here is running my light, which is the Illumagic X4. A beautiful slender light that's just been released by Illumagic, soon to be Wi-Fi connected, and supported by a couple of the Vitamini strips. But look at that for a tank full of rainbow colour. Oh yeah, we'll go through the rail, but Acan after Acan after Acan after Acan after Acan of just primo stock. I don't know how you do this and hustle all of this incredible stock, but my man, a lot of this stuff is crazy. My picks in here would have to be something like that one in the middle there. This one here was quite nice before it really puffed up. This one here is very unique. But as Lam mentioned, this is running the new RMS rail mounting that's coming from Illumagic as well. It clips in there, comes across and sits on the side of the tank. Sleek, aluminium, and they've got the new rail mounts as well for the X4, which I don't have. And then they've even got these wings that the Vitamini strips click into that sit inside the C channel there. I think it's called C channel. And you can actually adjust the angles on these, and you can adjust how far they come out and how close they are in. So this is soon to be released, I believe, towards the end of the year. They're just in the final stages of the app development, and the lights will be ready, as well as the rail mounts. But man, that is absolutely spectacular. And we got a couple of more hammer displays, and there's no doubt that obviously Lam loves his hammers. There's this tank after tank, and like I said, most importantly, it's always important to have a look in all the nooks and crannies, because you never know where Lam is hiding something ridiculous. And it could just be in like a little breeder box in the back corner in the dark. And then you have a look and you're like, where did that come from? Just going to take a seat here. Make sure that focuses. And if we look on this side, all of the flow is off in the tanks as well. And you know, this one's got hammers and ridiculous tracky garden. What's another word for ridiculous? Unbelievable. No, I've been saying unbelievable too. You have a look at this one here. All the colours of the rainbow there, and it just keeps getting better, is what Lam says. The longer it sits in the tank, the more colour it's developing. And it's got this little interesting orange tube anemone as well, just sitting in the corner there. Heaps of cats in this as well. But unbelievable. Oh, I nearly forgot this one. This is a little water box peninsula that is just set up as well. And look at that. That's the new scape that's been done by Gday Singh at Jag Aquatics. And this one has actually incorporated the Aquaforest frag plug rocks into the scape to make these little ledges that you can rest all of these scalemia on. Obviously all different coral you can rest on there, but in this instance the scalemia. But this is just you know, a couple of scollies that Lam just happened to slap together in the shop. But you can have a look at how well that displays the scolly. It's got some mocha storms in there as well from coastal clownfish, I believe. And that's also run by the Illumagic Blaze Mini. But have a look at that for a tank. I'd be very happy with something like that on my desk. Lam. Just saying. But yeah, I just don't know what to say. Then we'll check out this cage 7 foot that's running the Radions. And that's got some special pieces in there as well. I've got to make sure it stays in focus, but that is the hammer rails on the top. This one here I thought was quite unique. That's a Looks to be like a bow banky that's just swallowing up a scully, or like they've naturally fused. That looks really, really cool. And you got this gold chalice in here. Some more scullies. I just can't believe how many scullies he's got in here. Acans. Some beautiful Goniopora frags here that I think come from sustainable reefs, which are absolutely gorgeous. The polyp extension is crazy. This piece above it, that one right in the center there, has got such fat polyps for a Goniopora, which I think is quite a maybe an old colony. It looks very mature, and right next to that is this just ridiculous red glitter Goni that is just spectacular. See if I can zoom in on it. With this yellow eye in the middle. But this one you can actually see that it's actually a glitter from far away. You don't have to look very, very closer to see if it is a glitter. That just sparkles from across the room. I've got this torch. I can't forget this torch. This is sort of like a lime green, borderline yellow torch. I've got to be careful saying yellow, but very, very close. Looks amazing. Heaps of fish, but like I said, the fish tank lights are all off, as well as the shop lights. But don't forget that Reefstock is going to be August 7th and 8th, and I believe this entire tank here is coming down. This whole tank here, so he's going to have one tank full of acans like this, and he's going to have a tank over there full of scullies. Then he's going to have another tank full of hammers, another tank full of trackies. I don't know, I'm just talking rubbish now, but I'm assuming he's going to bring all this down. But Reefstock, August 7th and 8th. Be sure to jump online and check out the vendors that are going to be there, as well as scoring yourself some tickets to the event. But it's going to be spectacular. It's at a new venue at the Sydney Showgrounds. And make sure you drop by and see this man for his ridiculously Uncle Lamb level of coral. That's why we call him Uncle Lamb. So I hope you guys enjoyed that walk around, fish our friends in Minto, 16 Swettenham Road, Minto. I hope you guys liked this video. Smash that like button if you did. Leave a comment if you got any questions about his store or what he is bringing to Reefstock, and maybe bombard him in PMs, because he loves that, to ask him what he's bringing and ask him for photos. And if you guys haven't yet, please consider subscribing to the channel, because it is free and it helps my channel grow. And I'd really appreciate it if you guys could do that. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. My friends, until next time, peace.